Good afternoon. So today we're going to introduce ourselves first, which is we're GVAK consultants. We are hired by your laptop aircraft company in order to train the trainers of the tomorrow, which are you guys. So in order to start with this activity, first we have to say who we are. My name is Giovanni, nice to meet you guys, and I'm the training and development manager of this company, GVAK. And I'm going to introduce you to AJ, the activity manager, which is like my left hand, my right hand, which is Vijay, and my body hand, which is Kevin, my executive. So now we're gonna start from the beginning, of course, right?
Yo.
Thank you, guys. So, what's happening here in your company? What is happening right now is we already heard that there are some sort of issues with your training and development things because people is your company is having some sort of high turnover. Also, there has been some sort of cannibalization from other companies, aircraft companies, to your company, and even more. People is not feeling disengaged with you guys. They just don't feel communicated. Even between subsidiaries, they don't feel like they are having this strong bond between people, right? So let's take everything to the garbage right now and then just drop it. And let's talk about a little bit of theory. We can see that the theory obviously, it's applying everything that we have said just a while ago. A lack of broad deployment of training and development activity increases the turnover or cannibalization of your people to other companies. Also, when people don't feel this sense of engagement with your companies, and they just don't feel that this commitment from the company to the employee, the people will just not go with this high activity, with this high sense of working with you guys. They're just not connected anymore. You're just not connected anymore. And also, broad deployment, huge phrase. If people have these sad experiences and bad experiences before, obviously they will just take these training and development programs as, again, waste of time. I don't want to go. What am I going to go there? Well, at least I'm going to have a free day. That's what at least they're going to think. But obviously this is not a great meaning of training and development. They are not feeling challenged. So, what's the main thing in this activity and in this thing that we're going to do today? We are going to give you the recipe to make the difference in your people, with your people. So if we can see the next slide, the recipe is simple. Make it worth it, make it engaging, make it constant. Worth it. You are not going to train your aircraft people to make cookies, right? You have to make them challenged. You have to make them feel like they are being challenged with something important, with something they can do and they want to do. Make it engaging. Please don't sit your people in front of somebody that will talk for 6 hours and they just will not pay attention to these people. Believe me, it's boring. It's boring. The people will just be like, oh my God, kill me now. And the next one, constant. You need to train your people every 3 months, every 4 months, but with challenging stuff, with something that they will really feel engaging, okay? We can see a lot of examples around the world, a lot of examples, a lot of studies, a lot of things that say that training and development programs, well deployed, well focused to your people, well things done, can make the difference. In Italy, for example, we can find the nurses engaged with the superiors when they have been trained by them in a very focused way. Also in Ghana, in another place around the world, somewhere different from Italy, managers perform better, and naturally that performance will increase the productivity on your company. So, what's the purpose of this presentation in the end? Well, give you the things, give you the tools, give you this stuff to make things happen. From a dream, from a thought, to something better, okay? First of all, first things first. Who are we talking to? What are they expecting from you to make the difference? So, you need to know what people you're talking to, what they're expecting, what they want to, how they have to be trained. So these authors make these 3 simple principles in order to know what they want. First principle, market principle. You are going to train your salespeople. You're not going to give a boring person for 6 hours telling them the principles of how to sell. Obviously not. You have to bring someone rich, someone someone skilled, someone to be seen opportunistic, flexible, someone to engage the people around them, like to talk to them like if it was personal, to give them these little things, these little gadgets, mental gadgets to make the difference. You're not gonna put someone old, someone that just gonna be sitting there doing nothing at all. You have to focus on that kind of people. Now, if you are going to go to the people to your designers, to your plant people, to these specialized people, you're gonna need someone that really manages the skills, that really manages the topic, the subject, everything. You're not gonna go with somebody teaching them someone that they don't know or they don't want to. You're gonna give focused training with someone expert, with someone special, with someone formal, someone recognized. But now, and the most important thing, who's gonna train the newcomers, the new people in your company? And that's the reason why the third concept is called domestic, because the people that is going to train that newcomers are gonna be your managers. Why? Because of tradition. Because they look at these people like, oh, he's a manager. He has done something that I have not done yet. Trust. Well, he's managing me. He's giving me feedback. He's giving me the skills to make things better. And informal because it can be every day. It can be somehow different. Nothing formal. Something that you should do in a very, very casual way. So these are the main three things that you should understand before getting into your people. Hey, Jay.
Thank you, Gio. So now I'm going to tell you guys about the importance of training employees in the global environment. So the Cougars, Serapti and Collaborators 2003 told that a person who learns new languages, who's ready to change and who's ready to accept new contexts will find the new opportunities in the world. So that drives us to bring this cross-cultural learning. So what does cross-cultural learning? This cross-cultural learning is training your employees in terms of how different cultures are, especially the experience who goes from one country to another in order to work. If they don't know the local culture, they'll find it really hard to adapt. For example, Chinese and Australia, the way they work completely changes. So their mindset and the methodologies change. So when a Chinese comes to Australia or an Australian goes to Chinese, it completely differs. So this is another good example. For example, if you take this sign, this means excellent in UK and US. But when it comes to Japan, it's coin. And when it comes to Brazil, it means it's an abusive word. So when you're in Brazil, and if an employee comes and asks how my task was, if you say this meaning good, and if he thinks it's in a bad way, there's a miscommunication and there's a conflict in the workplace. And this is also another mistake, where the lady is giving a handshake, whereas the guy is bored. So this shows the conflict each other has on each other. So this creates the conflict in our workplace. There are so many approaches for training and development. So these are the main six approaches we thought would be appropriate. Simulator is stimulating the employees with all the technological aspects the company has. Mentorship is like guiding the employee throughout on telling them what exactly they should do. So they'll feel wanted, they'll feel motivated, they'll feel engaged. Web-based is providing all the information about their task online, so that whenever they are stuck or whenever they have a doubt, they can always research online and find it how they have to do their other task. On-the-job training is the best approach, I would say, because even though after all training, while doing the work, anyone is meant to make mistakes. So for the first time when they're doing work, when they make a mistake, they'll get panicked. So but when you're there on the job and train them, okay, this is how you do in this situation. So they'll have that experiences. So when they're doing it alone, they'll know what tackle. Role play is giving the employee another role to play so that he knows, okay, the wider aspects of how each line works. Job rotation is give a task for the employee of another segment, so that he will think that all the jobs are equally challenged. So there won't be any conflicts between each segments of the job. So 7 steps. There are 7 steps of identifying what type of training and development you should give. First is need. What problem arises for you all to do a training? Then craft a job. Which segment are you going to focus on? Whether the HR, marketing, that you guys have to decide on that, and develop an individual plan targeting that specific segment. if you make a plan for a HR team, and if you implement it for marketing team, it doesn't work. It doesn't mingle. So and then you generate a schedule, milestones of when and what you're going to do in order to implement the plan. Learnings is understand what's happening in the training and development implementation and take notes on it. Metric KPIs is to make an assessment sheet to assess how each employee is performing in each of the tasks to identify their inner capabilities better. Feedback form is get continuous feedback from the employees to know whether they're satisfied and if their expectations are covered. If not, so that you can always change your training and development method to improvise and to make the employees satisfied.
Now let us train our trainers with some fun activities.
Communication skills, right? So this first activity is like some sort of language skills that we have to develop.
So how does it work is you guys have to pick one. So it's like we're going to divide you guys into two groups of 4 each, and you guys send 2 people from your group who take 1 chick. And so the chick contains a number and an animal string. So what you guys have to do is, the way you have to communicate the number is through the sound of the number. So the other guys have to find it. So that's
Now that you see the way we're gonna communicate, grab a number. Grab a number.
Oh, you.
Grab a number.
Oh my god.
Grab a number. You cannot show your number to your team. You cannot show your number to your team. Grab a number. Grab a number. Grab a number. You cannot show. No? Because we don't like it. No. Grab a number. So you cannot show the number of your team, okay? Now you see how you have to communicate?
I cannot.
You have.
I cannot.
You have to. You have to. You
can?
Yes. You have to align here ascending order, and the first team to align in ascending order will have a prize, a special prize.
So what's the time frame?
So you will have 1 minute, 1 minute to align. You cannot say nothing but animals speaking.
Animal?
Speaking. So the first group to align. You cannot use your hands. You just have to communicate with your voice, okay? So ascending order, group 1, group 2, there's a prize. Remember there is a prize for the first group to align accordingly, okay?
Yes, you do.
So,
What's going on?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, what?
I don't say anything. Communicate.
Bow.
Beep. 30 seconds! 30 seconds!
How many people is
Ascending or descending?
Hey, no.
Anyway.
Hey, you cannot communicate. You have to make animal sounds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Okay.
So let me.
No. Okay. What's your number?
One group here.
What? Your number?
12.
Your number?
Sorry.
Your number?
16.
11.
21.
So we are the winner. So we are ascending.
Alright. So it's fun.
What did
That's one way to put it. What do you guys learn or think about
Like,
it?
communication is not easy.
It's not easy.
There
Yeah.
is a friction.
Especially when it's a different language.
Exactly. Yeah. When there are language barriers, then it's not easy to get the result that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also
In a short time, yeah, that's there.
without hand.
Exactly. What we can't speak. It's not everyday language.
Yeah, that was the main thing actually in the activity, that we wanted to say that as a consultant in the Let's Fly Aircraft thing, that language barriers being the major problem for the expatriates to go there and get involved and stuff. So that training, they should have more training for them to break the language barriers to get the performance that they need. Yeah.
So we're going to do a rope activity. So one group, your group can line over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are already aligned.
Yes, so you're aligned. So you have 6 knots in this rope. Okay. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And you guys are 4 people in each group. So what you have to do is hold the rope. Everyone hold the rope this way. Like only with your right hand. With your right hand. Yes.
Right hand?
With your right hand. Yeah. With your right hand.
This way or
Yeah. Right. This anyway. Right hand.
Right hand, right hand.
Okay, between any of the 6 knots. So now what you have to do is, you can untie the knot. You have to untie the knot, and I'm not going to tell you the method. There's a method how to do it. You have to untie 4 knots. Okay,
With
4 knots you have to untie without leaving your right hand.
do they have to be consecutively or can they be?
That's your
hand.
decision?
That's your decision.
That's your decision.
Another hand or what?
You can use your left hand.
Yeah, you can let go of this hand. Guys, just be concerned that you can't let your right hand leave the.
Can we use our mouth?
You can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want.
And okay,
You should not
if
leave your
if
right hand.
even though if one person removes the knot, you can't leave the right hand.
Yeah.
Okay? Even though if one person leaves the knot, no, you can't
Now
leave the
time
hand.
is, you have 4 minutes, and you can use 4 minutes to discuss how to do it and to apply it. Okay?
And your time
So, and your time.
starts.
You can't let go of this.
So I need you to check them if they are actually putting
Check
it,
them.
and I will check this group.
Oh boy. So, 4 minutes starting.
Now. This group they actually found a way to do it.
Yeah, they found. So, can you explain us how you make it? Again? If I
Yeah,
not again.
yeah, yeah.
You can let go.
Yeah, you can let go. Yep.
Depends, but basically,
How did you do it?
we tried to let her get.
Get her through this. Yeah, so that is the best method actually to do it. If you do that method, if you knew how to, if you had actually discussed that between among you guys, because the difference is you guys discussed among yourselves and you guys discussed among yourselves, but
Yeah.
you had one single.
Yeah.
If you had discussed among yourselves, if you started it, you all could have started it.
Yeah.
That's a good. Yeah, you should have started. One person first should have started. So you're the leader or you're the leader.
Okay, so
Okay. So anyone who should have taken the leadership role, and yep.
So, what do you
I thought
guys?
you saw me.
So, what do you guys learn from this activity?
untie.
Talk among each other.
Bring scissors next time.
That would be a good shortcut.
I think
More communication
understanding
between the teams.
and understanding instructions and understanding hierarchy.
And they need to be, well, the time
To a
should
certain
be
degree.
devised to
Yeah.
devise the strategy on them.
Yeah, there's a lot of teamwork involved, and you have to go along the structure, along this thing from the hierarchy, from the top. Communication is a key thing here, and otherwise teamwork is needed, leadership skills is needed, and all these are the things that have been lacking in the company. And as consultants, we need to, devise a schedule, a training schedule, and development program that we can implement for the performance to go up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
guys
you for
your
participating.
Yeah, thank you for your participation as well.
So, hey guys, so the first activity that we carried out was the language barrier activity, and this activity showed us that when there's a difference in language between two people and they're trying to communicate something to the other, there's always going to be a flaw in that, and that's going to
have a huge impact on the performance. So when expatriates are going from one company, from one country to the other, they need sufficient amount of training in order to get the right way of communication. Otherwise, the performance is going to take a huge dip, and that we've learned through this activity. The second activity that we did was a rope activity, in which there were 2 different teams, and we learned that that teamwork, strategy, leadership skills, and structure is very important for getting the apt output or to drive towards the goal of the company. And when training, and the other thing is that when all this fails, when teamwork isn't there, when structure isn't falling, when the leadership skills are not enough, that is where training and development comes into the space. And with the right amount of training and with the right amount of development programs, the same amount of people will have an increase in performance and will be able to reach towards the goal of the company. And so as a consultant, for the conclusion, we've observed certain points where we need to focus on the training programs and stuff. So some of the points are that expatriates are finding it really difficult to adapt to the new culture and the new country where they go to for work. So the one-day training period is not enough, and they need to be briefed for a longer period about the language barriers and etc. And second of all is communication, which has been a problem throughout the company structure. It's been between teams, between subsidiaries, between the headquarters and the subsidiaries as well. So there needs to be programs for that, and the HR team needs to be briefed and trained to recruit more qualified managers for the apt roles in order for the performance as a overall to increase. And for the final thing, that after setting up all these things, the structure is there in position, we need a performance management system for monitoring the performance of throughout the company, where feedback is involved, so that we can keep everyone in check and improvement analysis can be taken from that. So I'd like to conclude with this quote from Clark and Hicks, that training and development is a collective approach for job skill development, assessment, feedback and coaching, and we can take it from one step at a time.